Well, it's Monday here for me. This is Michael from Cloud Advisory, and I'm just talking further on the topic of linked funnels and how to use LinkedIn effectively. And today I wanted to talk about really quickly three types of tools that you can use to unlock the value of LinkedIn. So I'll get right to it. The first tool that I've talked about in other videos and that you're going to want to know about is called Sales Navigator. And LinkedIn has productized themselves in three specific ways. They have categories of product around premium, so that's really to supposedly boost up your profile and the number of people you can connect with individually. And then they have basically recruiting solutions, so that's really around people that are trying to hire other people based upon their skill set and their experience. And then the final category is around sales. And Sales Navigator, the most important thing out of that, there's a bunch of features you get, and it's basically $80 a month plus tax. You can prepay the whole year for like $780. I have not done that. I just go month to month typically. But obviously that would save some money if you were really committed to that. Basically, the feature that I care about on Sales Navigator is the advanced sales specific search tool. And what happens is when you subscribe to Sales Navigator, first of all, you get 30 days free of Sales Navigator if you've never had a trial before. So you get 30 days to try it out. The second part that I really care about is that search tool, because what happens is it exposes basically a grid where you can input the characteristics of your ideal client profile, and then it'll come back with results of potential contacts that match that. So for example, we use geography, industry. I might say like, hey, I only want to talk to companies in Austin, Texas area, and I want them to be in the software industry. And then I can get more specific around role. So the role of the person, are they in sales, marketing, human resources, finance are examples. Seniority, is this a V-level, C-level, D-level person? Or I only want to talk to owners or partners, for example, right? And there's a bunch of other parameters, including Boolean search. All of that is only exposed by being a Sales Navigator subscriber. Basically, once you're a Sales Navigator subscriber, you can also use InMails, which is basically if you don't have a first degree connection with someone, you can send that person a message. I don't use InMails at all. You get 20 of those a month with Sales Navigator. I find them still really kind of intrusive, where someone hasn't made a decision to connect with me on a first degree, where I send them an invite and they add me back. I'm not gonna try and shove through a message to talk to them. And when people send it to me, I tend to kind of like have a negative view of that now. That might not be right. Some people might be okay with it. It might be effective for you, but for me personally, it's not a feature that I use. Okay, so that's the first tool that you need to use with LinkedIn that really unlocks the value of the data and allows you to really connect with your ideal client. And it also allows you to connect with second and third degree connections, where you can send invites. You can see them, and then you can send invites to second and third degree connections so that they can become first degree connections. Okay, so that's the first tool. It's really important. The second tool that can be effective and helps unlock the value of LinkedIn, we've used something called Adapt.io. There's other tools like Hunter and Scrape. These tools basically will allow you to pull off the email contact information of the person that you are connecting with. So basically, if you're in Sales Navigator, you can go to a person's profile and you can expose their contact information, which is great. So you can do it individually, one by one. What these tools let you do is you can pull out a little bit more bulk, not like thousands and thousands, but if I'm connecting with 20 people, I could just look at the search result, the 25 there on the screen, and I could pull as many of those email addresses off as these tools will allow you. They're basically Google Chrome plugins. You'd have to check and see if they are a problem with the terms of service. You might want to check that out. But those are tools that can be effective if that's what you need, is to, in an organized way, pull off a spreadsheet of contacts, or you can just go one by one. So you can, once you have Sales Navigator, you can look at the person's contact info and one by one pull off whatever contact info they've made available. The third category, some people use almost like a CRM type product to keep track of who they're contacting so they don't message people twice. It's really tough to automate things on LinkedIn. These are, again, typically either a Google Chrome, well, they're probably a Google Chrome based application where there's a plugin and an overlay. All they're really doing is letting you make sure that you're not messaging the same person twice, and that you have an external record, I would say like a CRM almost, of people that you've reached out to and whether they've accepted you or not. I find that LinkedIn doesn't do a great job of that, where it definitely would be nice if I could easily see who I've invited, who's accepted, and who's replied to me. And these programs typically will keep track of that so you can communicate in an organized fashion at scale over time. Okay, so those are kind of 3 tools that you can use. Again, check and see how comfortable you are with that against any terms of service. But a lot of people have used, I mean, this one is a no-brainer, obviously, because it's from LinkedIn, which is Sales Navigator. The other ones can help you organize things and get information that you need to systematically reach out to ideal prospects. As a bonus, we've used something that's really external to LinkedIn, but we've used like marketing automation, where if you are getting email addresses from people that are business emails, you can add those to something like reply.io, which we've used in the past. And all that is it's a very simple but effective marketing automation tool where you create a campaign, you put staged emails to that campaign, and you can put a business email address as a contact added to a campaign, so that the follow-up outside of LinkedIn is at least semi-automated. Well, automated in that case. And the follow-up, I think, is really important when you're trying to systematically connect with people on LinkedIn. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Hopefully you learn a little bit and find some tools that are useful for you. What are you guys using? I know there's other tools out there. I've seen JetBuzz and I've seen DuckSoup. LinkedIn Helper is one of the CRM type tools that are out there. There's another one that's more recent, but I'm blanking on the name of it. But those are the ones that I've seen that people use and that we've used a couple times in the past. What about you? What tools have you used to kind of, I won't say automate your link prospecting, because that's not really possible, but at least make it systematic and useful. I hope you have a great day. The next time, not sure what I'll talk about, but I'll post up another video tomorrow on another topic related to linked funnels and linked prospecting. And if you have questions about anything specific, feel free to comment below.